What's going on, everyone? I'm Steve. Originally, for today's video, I wanted to do a HOYOVERSE Goddess Sound Quality Showdown. The Mum Drops Robin versus the Furina. But I was halfway through writing the script when it suddenly hit me. Wait a minute. The Robin is the Miss Robin from the Honkai Star Rail next door. So today, this isn't a Genshin Civil War. This is clearly a HOYOVERSE universe's battle of the divas. But since we are here, and since we've already crossed universes, let's see which of these top-tier idols from the two different worlds actually sounds better. First off, I want to say that whether you play Genshin Impact or Star Rail or not, both of these earbuds are worth buying. Essentially, the manufacturers behind them, Mumdrop and Rosasosa, are both hi-fi audio companies with serious pedigree. However, these two sets have different focuses, so let me break them down one by one. Let's start with basic specs. The Robin features a 10mm dynamic driver plus a 6mm planar magnetic tweeter configuration. The Furina, on the other hand, uses a single 10mm composite diaphragm dynamic driver. For connectivity, Robin uses a Bluetooth 5.4, while the Furina adopts a last Bluetooth 6.0 protocol. Regarding the codecs, Robin supports SBC, AAC, LDAC, LE audio, and low-latency LC3 protocol. Furina supports all of that and added the LHDC 5.0 to the mix. Price-wise, they are very close. Robin, being a 2-year-old product, is currently around $89 on the Shenzhen Audio, and Furina is also priced at $89 on Amazon. On paper, the gap isn't huge. Robin's steel driver setup obviously looks more attractive to an audiophile. However, actual listening experience and the sound quality can be judged solely by the driver count. But there's one thing that's directly affected by the Mewtwo driver setup: the comfort. The most direct impact of dual drivers is the shell size. You can see it instantly in the comparison. The Furina chases a much lighter and more compact. Plus, Furina's semi-curved shape confirms much better to a ear culture. So, whether we are talking about long-term comforts or fit for the different ear shapes, the Furina wins hands down. Next, let's talk about sound quality. Looking at the frequency response, the curve of both headphones are very similar. The main difference lies in the 5K to 7K Hz range and ultra-high frequencies extension. Between the 5 kHz and the 7 kHz, the Furina is on average about 3 dB higher than the Robin. This actually makes the Furina's mid-range vocals, in terms of details, thickness, and positioning, cater much more to the preferences of the pop listeners. It also does a better job at instrumental presence like guitars and creating an atmosphere. It emphasizes the immersion. The Robin, in contrast, is more restrained. It sounds more natural, with a stronger high-frequency presence and brighter tone. However, the heights aren't exactly a strong suit for either of them. Both the Robin and the Furina leans towards a balanced, warm signature, which gives them a slightly feeling of congestions or stickiness, which isn't great for airy heights. Upsides, naturally, is that both are non-fatiguing and great for a long-term listening sessions. Let's jump into the sound demo here so you can decide which one is you prefer.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Nous pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi mon doux amour.
Regarding the ANC, Furina has better low-frequency noise cancellation than the Robin, handling engine rumble and AC noise quite well. However, in the environments with a lot of vocal chatter, Robin performs significantly better than the Furina. Overall, I consider both to be pretty standard, average performance for this price range. If noise cancellation is high priority for you, keep this in mind. As for the transparency mode, well, since they are both in-ear bean-shaped style earbuds, due to the physical occlusion, their transparency modes are pretty terrible. Both suffer from some reverse noise amplifications, noise bumping. Speak of calling, the Furina's quality in quiet environments is slightly better than the Robin's. I think it handles sibilance a bit more naturally. But in a windy environment, both Furina and the Robin are just barely passable. At the very least, they are sufficient for chatting while gaming indoors. Now, let's do another sound test. We will bring in the all-rounder of this price bracket, the OnePlus Buds 4, and to do a literal comparison of their ANC, transparency, and mic quality, so you can judge from yourself. In terms of battery life, with ANC none and LDAC enabled, the Furina clocks in about 5 hours and 28 minutes of continuous playback in our testing. Under the exact same condition, the Robin only lasted 3 hours and 48 minutes. I can actually understand why. It is the hybrid dual driver setup after all, so it draws more power. But they claiming it has 9 hours is just ridiculous. Overall, I think both the Furina and the Robin are excellent as a fan-focused merchandise. However, from a fan service perspective, I definitely lean towards for the Furina. The voice lines are much richer, and you can feel they are really putting some effort to match her character personnel. In comparison, the Robin's voice lines feels a bit more standard. Well, of course, it could be also just be that Furina appeals to me more as a character. This extends to the included goods as well. The Furina set takes the lead in both quality and quantity. The Robin basically just gave us an acrylic break. If we are strip away the anime paint job and judging them purely as the earbuds, I'd say their raw performance capability are actually quite comparable. But for my personal taste, I prefer the Furina. Its sound signature is more versatile across different genres, and the battery life and the latency are both solid. Whether you are using it for gaming or watch YouTube, it handles it all well. Alright, that's for today's video. I'm Steve, and I see you in the next one.